Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Dixon set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. His first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry for Smith. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
Now Ito Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 41, Allen. That's complete to Smith. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
34-yard line.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's complete to Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
The kick by Bass is good.
Kick is good.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. This return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Mario.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3. Raiders nothing.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. is out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the day.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
So one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The Bills' 1st down.
A solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big leaguers on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He is good.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
And 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Barkley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
The 42-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that's caught inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On first down, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete.
15 yards on the play. First down.
Gain of 15. First down, Buffalo.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
At the 32-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Still going. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head scheme going.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the...
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Play brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Tackle made.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run here with Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 1. Gets this one to use check. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're just roam and hit. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Smith. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Gabriel Davis. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Bills first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Now a toss right to Smith. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Smith. Down right around the 25. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen off the play fake. That's complete to Smith. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Allen. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that first touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Bills 26, Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. We'll get this action hardly complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now whistles here, I believe one more major lineman might have been broken. That changes things, obviously. They can elect to bring the kicking team out now and try it from the 20 if they want.
And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they did exactly that. Going for 2 from the 7 versus kicking it from the 20, I like my odds better with my kicker.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
26. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
This is all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
This is Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
27.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.